SAS, Who Dares Wins is returning to Channel 4 with a brand new format as the recruits are thrown into the depths of the jungle in North Vietnam. Whilst in Thung Ui, the elite team of Special Forces operators will put them through their paces. The chief directing staff is Mark Billingham, with DS Chris Oliver, Jason Fox and Rudy Reyes also joining. Who are the contestants? Amelia, 28 software account executive Amelia, from London, is at the peak of her fitness as she used to swim competitively until her early 20s. She was bullied at school for having big muscles, which impacted her self-confidence, and she signed up to the show to prove the negative voices in her head were wrong. On why she wanted to take part, she said, "I have an inner narrative that tells me I'm not good enough, I'm going to fail, I'm not strong or capable and wouldn't be able to do it. This is a narrative that weighs heavily on me in everyday life, so I thought if I could do this I would be able to show myself that I can do anything and quieten or rewrite that negative inner dialogue." Grant, 37, the bin man from Edinburgh, lives with his wife-to-be and their 2 dogs. He has worked as a fitness instructor on cruise ships and in hotels across Europe. Grant was diagnosed with ADHD and he felt a sense of relief as he understood his behavior more clearly. He said, "As a person with ADHD, diagnosed at 35 years old, I now realize why I found myself in a cycle of shame. Shame for things I have said, or maybe done before reading the room the way a neurotypical person might." Joshua, 24, the professional boxer from Ilford, said he grew up in a neighborhood where the weak get eaten. After getting involved in criminal activity, he has since turned his life around and has a promising career. He said he wanted to push himself beyond his physical and mental abilities. Hillary, 31, the personal trainer from Barnet, has a 2-year-old daughter and she comes from a traditional Colombian family. She did not have an easy time when it came to her own pregnancy and wanted to connect with her true self. She said, "I hope to find a new, bigger and better me, in order to set new higher goals in life." Becky, 35, the housewife from Essex, is a qualified hairdresser who is in the middle of becoming a personal trainer. She said her true calling was always to be a mum and she sadly lost one of her children to cancer. Her daughter, Darcy, died after being diagnosed with a brain tumor. Becky signed up to the show to prove she can motivate herself through something during difficult times. Stevie, 38, the professional wrestler from Swansea, is known by his wrestling name Steve Starr. He has also performed as a stuntman in a Marvel film and hopes to do more stunt work. He wanted to test himself in situations completely out of his comfort zone. Faye, 43, the visiting professor from Leeds, had a difficult upbringing and was taken into care at 9 years old. From a young age, she was determined to change her life for the better. She wanted to take part in the show to understand her own limitations. Rosie, 22, from Basingstoke, Rosie is a European Jiu-Jitsu medalist and multiple-time champion. She had a tough childhood and wanted to be independent from the age of 16. By 18, she had saved up enough money to become a homeowner. She wanted to take part in the show to challenge and push herself. Daniel, 29, Daniel is a ballet dancer for the Lithuanian National Ballet, having danced since he was 6 years old. He earned a place at the Bolshoi Ballet School in Moscow and had to learn to speak Russian. He signed up to the show as he is starting to think about his career beyond dancing. Daniel added, "I also always dreamed when I was younger that if I didn't become a dancer, I would have enjoyed joining the Royal Marines. This gave me a small taste of that experience." Danica, 36, the health and wellness coach from London, plans to travel the world and she loves feeling close to danger. As she felt not much in life challenged her, she hopes the show will do just that. She also wanted to meet new like-minded people and grow as a person. Zachariah, 27, the chef from Woolacombe, said he often struggles with authority figures, saying his mouth can get him into trouble. He is now keen to find a purpose in life and wanted to see how he reacted to being pushed to his limits. He said, "I wanted to try and conquer my inner demons and unlock my full potential." Aaliyah, 26, the influencer from southeast London who recently suffered a miscarriage at 6 months pregnant. She became pregnant again but sadly miscarried a second time, and is now raising awareness of miscarriages. She signed up to the show as she thought it will heal me in the most twisted of ways, and I want to get my spark back. Pete, 33, the firefighter from the East Midlands is keen to improve his physique and he started powerlifting. When he was younger he tried steroids, but now raises awareness of the damaging side effects. On why he wanted to take on the challenge, he said, "I am a naturally obsessive person who, as a recovered addict, is passionate about discovering what makes people put themselves into challenging situations over and over again." Ross, 41, the security manager from Kent, grew up as a Romani gypsy and he was homeschooled. He said he now wanted to test himself to see what sort of person he was in an extreme and unknown environment. He wanted to gain confidence in his abilities after taking part in the experience. Scott, 35, the hedge fund trader from London had a tough childhood and was moved around constantly. He was sent to boarding school and had a difficult time throughout his early education. On why he signed up to the show he explained, "I have always felt that any growth I've experienced as a person has been after being put through challenging and difficult, mental and physical experiences that force you to evolve and become better. I can't imagine a more fitting experience than SAS to push me past my limits, and act as a catalyst to personal change." Jordan, 28, the professional boxer from Newcastle was raised in the travelling community and spent long periods out of school. She was ostracized by the community for coming out as gay when she was 16 and she went through a dark patch. She wanted to join the series to realize how far she could push herself and felt it would be an experience she could take into the boxing ring. Jamie, 32, the model and footballer from Worcestershire was deaf from birth and was captain for the England and Great Britain deaf football teams. He wanted to take part in the challenge in order to be taken further out of his comfort zone. He was also keen to prove deaf people are just as capable as anyone else. Levi, 34, the lorry driver from London has had a colourful career history as a ballet shoemaker and a lighting technician. He suffered serious trauma when he found his brother dead following a brain hemorrhage. He is finally starting to feel happy with his life again and wanted to celebrate how far he has come since his brother's death. Anne, 41, the horse riding coach is a farmer's wife who met her husband when she was 17. She was keen to feel the excitement of the challenge and the journey and was keen to test her own boundaries and self-doubt. She was keen to do something completely and utterly outside my comfort zone. Charlotte, 27, the performance and lifestyle nutritionist from Leeds, was born into a very competitive family. She loved adrenaline-fueled activities as a child and wanted to use the challenge to face up to some inner demons. She said, "I've never really felt like I fit in, but when I was thrown together with the rest of the recruits, it just seemed to work." SAS, Who Dares Wins, Jungle Hell airs on Channel 4 on Monday, January 23 at 9 p.m.